What you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you. You got real deal issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. All right, I just want to let everybody know prior to getting anything out of the way, I'm very delusional tonight.
Yes.
I've been running on fumes. I'm in the middle of moving.
Yep.
I've been out as well, going out.
Yep.
And then I'm here for you guys today doing this podcast, and I still have 2 more days left of moving, okay? So I am really tired, but I'm also delusional, so I have a lot of energy right now. As soon as I sit down anywhere or do anything, I'm going to be asleep.
I just want to let y'all know that I'm tired also, as fuck. And I don't really care what I say to you motherfuckers tonight. So tonight is like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You offending people tonight?
Tonight, no, I don't know if I'll offend anyone. Maybe I will, but I just don't give a fuck if I do at this point. It's late.
Yeah.
I'm hungover still, and we started drinking again.
Yeah. I wish I had some water, actually.
You want water?
Also, as you can see...
You can't see.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, you can't see.
There's not going to be a video for this episode. We have some non-technical difficulties. We just don't have the lights, okay?
Yeah, it was just some black shit going on.
Yeah, just
you know what I'm saying?
We've been busy. We're tired. We forgot some shit. So just bear with us. It's just this week. We'll be back next week. You can see our beautiful faces. We'll be back. All right. But just to let you guys know, if you don't know already, this is the Unsolicited Culture Podcast. They know who I am already.
They know you.
They should.
They don't know you.
If they listen to this, they should. You gotta see me. No, but once again, this is the Unsolicited Culture Podcast. This is Reese speaking, and I got Infi here as well.
Hello.
Yes, we are here.
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah, we moving right along.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So prior to literally getting on this mic today, we literally went through some old school music and some Mac Miller because just to throw this out there, he's not really a part of the conversation, but I said he's the greatest white rapper of all time. I know I'm going to get shot down by everybody. I get it, whatever it may be. But if you're debating me, I would love to see your Apple Music artist list. I would love to see your Tidal artist list. And I would love to see your Spotify artist list. And you show me that you actually have an Eminem album or song in your phone, then I'll believe you and I will take your debate seriously. Okay? But if you don't have them in your phone, don't talk to me because Eminem is not that good to me. But
Eminem, I would, you know what?
He just doesn't, I don't relate.
Say, there you go. That's what I say. I can't relate to Eminem on everything, but Eminem went hard. What about Machine Gun Kelly? You said Mac Miller is the fucking greatest rapper of all time, bro?
100%.
White rapper? Sorry
100%.
to clarify that.
100%.
All right.
And number two is probably...
Please don't say
Number 2
Gerald.
is definitely Action Bronson.
What about Action Bronson, bro?
He's number 2.
You put him as number 2?
Yeah, he's number 2.
I'm not fucking with it tonight.
And then I don't know where people put Brother Ali, but I probably would put Brother Ali at 3. But I think he's albino, so I really don't know. Somebody would have to explain that to me. I don't know. I think he's albino.
I don't know who that is, so I couldn't even.
He's probably the only. He's probably the best rapper from Minnesota. I don't even know if there's any other rappers from Minnesota. What about 50 Tyson? 50 Tyson was hard, though.
He was fire. Twin City.
He said, I'm 50 Tyson, Twin City repping.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm 16. I'm going to be 15 tomorrow. I'm 17. Up, remix.
Bars.
50 Tyson. Those were some good times. That's think about that's YouTube early.
Was that YouTube?
Yeah, that had to be YouTube. Yeah, absolutely YouTube. I don't even think Instagram was out when that happened.
No, maybe very early beginning stages.
I know Twitter for sure was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was definitely probably early stages of Instagram.
Where are they now? What the fuck happened?
I did just see a video of 50
Where
Tyson
50 Tyson
not too long
at?
ago. I don't know. He should have a record. Yo, it was him. Remember who else was it? JJ Fish.
Ice JJ.
Yo, he was so hilarious.
Yeah.
He was ridiculously
Where that nigga
bad,
at?
bro. But he was dancing his ass off in the videos on that bridge. Oh my God, Ice JJ Fish. If you want a good
Yo.
laugh, go check out Ice JJ
Go
Fish
check
right
him out now.
And he
Fire.
also did a Loiter Squad episode that was really fucking good.
Really?
Yeah, he did a really good Loiter Squad episode.
Oh my God.
But I mean, to get to the real topic though, like music,
Old
new school
versus new school.
old school versus new school,
Yeah.
new school versus old school. Like, we just had a nice little jam session prior, you know, listen to people like Raphael Sadiq, listen to people like Enchantment, listen to people like Gap Band, OJ's. You know, we just had a nice little vibe prior to this.
Right.
And we're not doing a pour up, but just to let you know, even though you're not, you know, seeing it, we are drinking too. But so grab your glass. Like, I don't know I don't know what I'm trying to say about new school versus old school. Well, what do you prefer? What do you prefer?
I think that I will always definitely prefer old school music. I love how the sound has evolved, and I appreciate where it is right now and where it's going to go probably. But I feel like old school music had a little bit more feeling.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like they took time, they were patient, they were sincere. Not to say, you know, like the new shit isn't sincere or whatever else, but I feel it more in the old school music. You know what I'm saying? The production value is crazy.
Yes, that is for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
We were just talking about like rain sounds on a track from like, I think probably like 74. I think that track probably came out, and just like the rain sounds on it, like what they probably had to do to get those sounds, unless it was already a consistent thing and just, you know, sound in general, which I'm not sure. I wasn't born in 74.
Like
But
for you to produce like a 7-minute song and for motherfuckers to want to play that from front to back,
for sure,
it's big to me.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like,
because think about it, like as well, like even the way that music was, you know, consumed.
yeah.
It was consumed on a vinyl, you
Yeah.
know, record or a cassette tape or something like that. And, you know, for that, there was actually work that you had to put in to, you know, play a track. You know, you had to, you know, if you're playing with a vinyl, you know, if you're putting it on a record, you have to make sure that it's in the center. You put that thing down. You drop the needle on. You got to make sure that you drop the needle on the right spot to make sure it starts.
Right.
Or if you have an auto, you know, needle drop, then that makes it a lot easier, but there's still effort that you had to put in.
Right.
And then you're only getting maybe 2 to 3 songs. So really your A side had to be the shit.
Yeah.
If your A side wasn't
Yeah, your
fire, they're
A-side
going
and
to
your
frisbee that joint. They're
B-side.
not even going to flip that side.
Right.
If the first 2 to 3 tracks ain't banging, you're not going to get the spins on the next side of the album.
Facts.
Right? And then same
Facts.
thing with a cassette tape, right?
Oh man, you remember that shit?
That was my first way of listening to music was cassette tape.
Me too. You remember like putting the pencil in the little wheel and winding it?
Yep,
Oh,
when that
my
tape
God.
unraveled, you know what I mean? When that
Yo,
tape
where the
popped.
tapes at?
I got a couple tapes. I got a Yeezus tape.
What?
I got a Big Crit, Mighty as the Crown tape. I got a couple tapes.
Damn.
I don't listen to them; they all sealed, but I got a couple.
Damn. The Walkman.
Yeah, the
big
Walkman, but it was the
motherfucker.
same effort too. Because if those first couple tracks on that tape wasn't right,
Right.
you ain't gonna flip
I'm not
that
gonna sit
tape.
here and press rewind, fast forward to go to the next song. I'm
Yeah,
not
remember you had
listening
the
to that
whole
shit. Remember
fast
that?
forward.
Yeah,
Oh
you had to do
my
some-
god!
See, you had to put in. We had time for music. I feel like it's
Yeah.
different. We had more time for music to listen, to be a listener. Now they want it fast. They want it quick.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to 3 minutes. That's the running time of the average song.
Yeah.
So I feel like we don't have enough time for.
Sometimes I appreciate these 2-minute songs. So sometimes, like, and I don't know if it's that I don't like the old songs that are like 7 minutes, because freaking Outstanding is like a 6-minute track, like 6 minutes and 12 seconds, right? But I love the song and I can play it all the
whole
way through.
Ooh, outstanding, bitch. You
But sometimes I'll get
outstanding.
those songs where it's just like a breakdown at the end and they just take forever. And I'm like, all right, cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The track is, well, first off, it takes them 50 seconds to get on the track, and then it would be like, hey, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's 50 seconds to get onto the track
Yeah.
for the build up.
Right.
Then it's like 13, 14 seconds of them just talking before they even do a verse or anything.
And then it come in.
And then they come in. Then they only singing for another 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 37 seconds.
Yo,
And then is another breakdown.
when Ye did that, what was that? My Beautiful Night.
A Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. What was that song on there? That was like 6 or 7 minutes. What the fuck was that?
I think you're talking about the one that he did the video for. No, not the video. The video was like 19 minutes. I can't remember. But while you look that up,
That was crazy.
Ye does that as well. Yeah, but I don't know. And it's hard for me because like, what do we consider? What do you consider like new music versus old music? Like what time frame stops that? Like what year does that start? New school and old school? Because like hip hop's different, right? Because obviously hip hop started in 4 I think.
Yeah.
Hip hop started in 74, and then you have like soul music, which the Isley Brothers, they started in 58, right?
Yeah.
So if you start from 58, where does new school start from 58?
I don't know.
Like
I'm gonna say
does it
like
start New Jack Swing. You know what I mean? Era like the late 80s. Like is that where it starts?
is that where new music started?
For like R&B? You know what I mean? Like does it start in 58? Because I'm sorry, not 58.
Not 58.
I'm saying that's when like the Isley Brothers came out was in the late 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So if they started in the late 50s and then New Jack Swing came out in the late 80s, like is that considered new music? Because if it's considered new music out of those,
It's a different era of music, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, right now, no, it's not. But it was there was a completely different sound from like when the Isleys first came out and some of those other older bands that we mentioned first dropped. But I would say, yeah, that was a new era, and I feel like now we're talking about anything maybe from 2009 until present.
ooh,
maybe.
damn. So Cudi first album I think came out in 2009. Who else? Because that was the same year as Blueprint 3.
That's that new. You know what
Was
I'm saying?
Cudi's first? I think Cudi's first album was 2009. But and that's the thing. It's weird because of the time frames. Like, what do we? Because at the end of the day, this music's going to get old too. Then it's going to be then we'll be considering it old school music.
Runaway. That was the name of the record that I was.
Oh, yeah,
about.
that is the same
You know what?
one. It was a 19-minute video
He actually
too.
had this whole. This was one of my favorite Ye albums, and a lot of people may disagree on that. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. The production value on this shit was insane to me. As I look at this song list, like he had a lot of records on here. 7 minutes, 49 seconds. Blame Game. 6 minutes, 38. So Appalled. Runaway was 9 minutes.
Well, So Appalled had like five to
Yeah.
6 people on it.
Yeah.
What's it called? Blame Game had Chris Rock on there talking the whole time.
Monster 6 minutes.
Monster
18.
had a couple people in there as well.
But they were great records though.
You know my favorite song on there is
What?
that Devil in a Red Dress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
Yep.
that might be one of the best
Devil in a New
Ross.
Dress.
That might be one of the best Ross verses ever. Ever. He killed that joint.
Shit.
Play that verse when you get a chance. That's one of the best Ross verses I ever heard in my life. But so yeah, Cudi did come out in 2009, so that's cool. So I guess I'm considering him new school, but yeah, so put it this way then. All right, give me this. What is your favorite era in R&B soul? What is your not even era, what is your favorite 10-year span? What is your favorite?
Oh shit, it's kind of hard. Yeah. I'm gonna say maybe. Okay, yeah. 9. Oh man.
If you have 2, go with 2 because I have 2, and it's hard for me to pick between the 2.
Okay.
And if you want me to go, I can go.
So 90. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So my 2 are 68 to 78. That's my favorite 10 years.
Okay.
That's 1A. And then 1B or 1A, whatever, they're tied, is going to be 88 to 98. Cause
So
then
wait, you said 68 to
78.
78, and then 88 to 98.
Correct. Reason being is because anything between 78 and 88 is fucking disco, and I cannot do it.
I like disco music.
There's some
I
good
don't have
stuff.
like
Don't get me
really
wrong.
like all time favorite disco artists, but
Yeah.
I like disco music honestly.
I like a couple tracks, but I cannot do disco on a regular basis.
Damn, I would want to say then. Oh, it's hard. Oh my god, because all right, I'm gonna do maybe 90, 85
Mm-hmm.
to 95.
Okay. So in there you got like New Jack Swing, so you get Keith Sweat, you get Bobby Brown,
All that.
you get Mariah Carey, you get Whitney Houston, you get you still get Michael, because Dangerous was what 94.
You get some of the early girl groups too, like
Yeah, you get Beyonce. No. 90.
95.
They
In
came out what
Vogue.
90. Oh yeah, you get In Vogue, SWV,
SWV.
TLC. So that's a nice.
Damn, I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tony.
And then I would go back to maybe 55 to 65.
Ooh,
Could we go back to like
doo-wop and all
Yeah.
that. You like that?
yeah
Okay, that's new. I never heard that from you.
to
I
like
wouldn't expect that.
oh yeah,
Okay,
that's some good music right there.
It is really good music.
You know what I'm saying?
I think in that era of music, I would be more jazz because that's where you get like, you get Miles, you get Thelonious, you get Coltrane, you get Ahmad Jamal, you get. There's a lot of people in there that you.
I think that's like
you really
like
get.
that
Yusef Lateef.
classic Motown type shit. You know who I really liked? When was he? Frankie Lyman.
Oh, Frankie Lyman. Okay. What was that movie that they did where somebody portrayed Frankie Lyman? What was it?
Yeah, that was Lorenz Tate.
Oh,
Right?
what movie was
Why
that?
do-
Why
Why
do
Do
Wild
Fools
Fools Fall in Love?
Fall in Love?
Yeah, he was beating them girls up, boy. That boy was wild.
So let me see. Let's look him up. Yeah, 67 through 68.
Yo, I realized that I took the era out of Michael Jackson though and Prince
Ooh.
because that time frame that I don't like, that's where they were killing.
Where was Michael Jackson at that time?
Where in between 78 and 88. Oh, that's bad. I don't know, not bad. That's Thriller. That's Off the Wall. Because Thriller came out, what, 86? I think Off the Wall came out like 83, 84. Something like that. So we missed out on that in both those time frames.
Thriller came out.
Thriller came out 85, I think. If I'm not tripping.
Why can't I find this? 84?
Was it 84?
Yeah.
What'd I say? I said like 80. I thought Off the Wall came out 84. So Off the Wall must have came out way earlier than that.
Quincy was that nigga. He's still that nigga.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
even say.
Did you
Forgive
see
me
his
for saying
documentary?
was. I haven't seen it yet.
It's a pretty good documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
So yeah, I mean, I just
I'm definitely just gonna throw it back to the old school every
you
time.
went super old.
I'm gonna throw it back to the old school every time.
All right, now hip hop.
Here we
I only got one.
motherfucking go.
I only got one.
My favorite era of hip hop will have to be okay. I kind of started off with R&B
Same
in general,
here.
just
Same
listening, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get into hip hop until like the early 90s.
Early 90s.
So I would have to say 1990 to the 2000s.
Okay, so 1990 to 2000. So in there you get Mace, you get Biggie, you get Rakim, you get KRS-One, you get Jay-Z,
Wu-Tang,
you get
Nas.
Wu-Tang. You get everybody.
Yeah.
It's the golden age,
Yep.
right? So yeah, you get a lot of people in there. You got a blend of everybody in that
Yep.
time frame. So that was like when it was really really changing.
I feel like that's like the best time of hip hop.
Shoot, Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, Uncle Luke. You get everybody in there.
Yep.
You get everybody in that time frame. You get Ice Cube, Dr. Dre. You get Eminem.
Yep.
Who else? You get everybody.
Everybody. There was more. I think there was like less egos then. It was pure music. It was pure appreciation. Not to dish you new niggas at all, right? Y'all do y'all thing, right? But there was more of an appreciation for, that craft, for the music. You know what I'm saying? The production value again, crazy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like now motherfuckers just cue up a drum loop, drop some other shit in, and it's done. You know what I'm saying? They don't put enough effort and time into the records. And if whatever technological advancements have helped us out and made it easier for producers or whatever to supply music or produce music, that's great. But I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could put a beat together in fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And just because you did it quick doesn't make it, you know what I'm saying, a good song or a good record. I don't know. I want to feel it afterwards. What does it feel like? Not just what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because like my favorite producer of all time is Ninth Wonder. And he completely started off on a computer, right? And he didn't start off, using like the traditional methods that other people were using. I think to this day he still uses Fruity Loops to make his beats.
Okay.
But basically, like I know, like he's my favorite producer, but there's a thing that he does where there's a feeling to the song every time that he makes a track, right? Even though he makes it in that process that you were just speaking of, and it's just like so dope for me to still get that from him. Let me see though.
What does he do?
What?
What does he do? You said there's a thing that he does.
So how you were saying like he can make a track fast, but he does still have that feeling in his music. So I'm just basically referencing that.
Okay.
And like saying that obviously other people can do it too, other than just putting freaking bass on everything and
right.
808s just everywhere. So, my decade for hip hop, I would love to say the same era for you, but as much as I appreciate, forefathers such as Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS One, people like that, LL Cool J, which I don't think he gets his respect. I have to go like 99 to like 2009.
Really?
Yeah. Reason being because in that time frame was when I really started listening to music on hip hop level. I always listened to hip hop, period. Like I always listened to all music. That was just my thing. But that time frame there's a feeling to it that I just love.
And that's when the sound started to change. Like you mentioned Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi changed like the sound of hip hop in a way that like I've never heard before.
Yeah, Kanye West.
Yay. Change the sound.
Lil Wayne.
You want to give it to him?
I give it to Lil Wayne up until...
Thank you.
I give it... No. I give it to Lil Wayne up until 2006 when Carter 2 came out. After that, it got really, really iffy for me to listen to him. So I give it to Wayne up to 2006, from his beginning of his career to 2006.
Who was Kick Push? Who was his name? Lupe.
Did you just say who was his name?
It slipped my mind. We ain't heard from him in a while. I mean,
that's my guy.
Well, shout out to Lupe.
That's my guy. Shout out to Lupe. But yeah, Lupe, Kick Push. Actually, Lupe took me out of my gangster phase.
Yeah.
He showed me because like I was playing two sides, like I was kind of telling y'all last episode, like who I kind of grew up with, who I used to hang out with, this type of stuff we got into, like being in a rap group, and that was like that time. But this is the time frame that we're talking about as well, like hip hop. So that's like, for me, coming from the East Coast, that's State Property, that's Lox,
Oh
or D
man,
Block, that's 50 Cent and G
fucking
Unit.
State
It was
Property.
all these in Rockefeller. It was all Dipset. It was all these
Dipset,
Desert
Dipset,
Storm, Joe
Dipset.
Budden and Fabulous, Paul Kane, Stack Bundles, like
Yep.
all those people, and everything was guns, drugs, and fighting and killing type stuff. That's what that music was, and that's the feeling that I liked, that I enjoyed. Right, that's why I'm referencing that point. But also when Lupe came out, with Kick Push, at the same time, I used to go to the X Games. I love playing skateboard video games. I love like extreme sports. I love wrestling. I had all these things,
Yeah.
but I would listen to the hip hop on this side, right? And when he came out and had, with his first album, The Food and Liquor, not only just Kick Push was just crazy. It was just like, damn, like the way he flipped the song and he was talking about, hip hop. I'm sorry, he was rapping, but he's rapping about skateboarding, but obviously we know what he was talking about. But he did that.
Right.
And then for me to get the album, and then he had Jay-Z, my favorite rapper, on his album, I'm like, how can he talk about this type of stuff and get Jay-Z on the album?
Gives you a whole different type.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, I was like, man, I don't gotta
Different
listen to this fake ass gangster shit. Like, I'm not, well, not fake ass, but I don't gotta listen. I'm not a gangster, so why? I don't gotta listen to this. I could listen to this stuff and still be hip hop.
The crazy thing is, though, you saying that, it also like makes me realize how much of an influence this shit had on just the everyday average listener, and how much capping some of these motherfuckers actually really did, right? Give it to you. Granted, some of them really came from the streets.
Absolutely.
They were really involved in the life, but some of them were just selling fucking records. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, damn, these niggas was perpetuating ignorant shit.
Yeah.
And then they went home to their mansions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's where my balance comes from, because, like I said, 99 to 2000, because I also was a huge Mos Def fan. I was a huge Talib Kweli fan. And that was like, for me to get those balance, between the two.
Yeah.
Being over here and you got all this straight hardcore gangsta East Coast rap, right? Or street, because I had this conversation. Somebody said gangster rap is West Coast. What we do on the East Coast is street rap. But the stuff that we had there, on the East Coast. Yeah, it was a weird conversation. That's another conversation for another time.
Okay.
But so we had that. And then you got this balance of just like straight conscious, you know what I mean, Common and, stuff like that. And, it just all was a great balance of that time for me. And it just, like, I just know how hip hop influenced me on a whole nother level. Like, that's the reason I do kind of, I breathe that way. I breathe hip hop.
What's one of your favorite Common records?
Like song or like album?
Song.
The Light. It's very cliche, but The Light.
Oh, man. Mine's Come Close.
Come Close?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking love that record, man. Yeah, man.
You know I want to do a list, because we always do lists for like top artists and stuff like that. I want to see people give their favorite songs
I would love
that
to see
they've
that.
ever listened to. Reason being is because, one, there's never going to be a debate about your favorite song.
Ever. Yeah.
Obviously, you can debate, somebody's top 50
You
list.
like what you like.
You like what you like, and there shouldn't be any debate on people's top 50 lists,
Yeah.
but there has been. But if you tell somebody that you love this song, they can't speak. Like,
You can't debate
these words
that.
are too deep.
Right.
Like, whether they're super lyrical, whether they're very simple.
Yeah.
Right? Because I have a couple tracks that are very, very simple that really there's not many words on the song at all, but it will hit my top 50 list of songs.
It's all about how it made you feel. You know what I'm saying? It's about how that record made you feel.
AD 2000 by Erykah Badu.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard that. If you guys haven't heard that, it's called AD 2000.
Okay.
It's on Mama's Gun.
Okay.
If you get a chance, listen to that. It's very simple. No words or anything like that. It's all a feeling. It's all a vibe. There's another one. The other one that I really enjoy is Miss Fat Booty by Mos Def.
Really?
I love Miss Fat Booty by Mos Def. That's one of my favorite records of all time.
Right there, man.
If you haven't heard that, which everybody, I feel like you should.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's heard it. Even if you don't know the title, I definitely feel like everyone's heard Miss Fat Booty.
Yes, you have to hear it. My number one song of all time, though, is Feeling It by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Rager by Kid Cudi on his second album. And then what's this one track? Go down yours, but I gotta get the one that it would just give me a couple. You ain't gotta go down, but
Oh man, here we go. Okay, so we did Common come close. This is, I mean, fuck, when you put me on the spot. Let's see. Yay. Wait till everything by Yay, but
if I had to pick Ye, I will pick my favorite track from him is Drive Slow.
Drive Slow, homie.
Yeah.
Drive Slow, homie.
Yeah. I like the one that they did for the video, which never released on an actual audio track because it had Paul Wall and T.I. added to it.
Okay.
And then no, Paul Wall was on the original one. T.I. was on the video version, but not on the actual track. On the track is just Paul Wall and GLC. Okay.
Ye Can't Tell Me Nothing. And Ye All Falls Down.
Yo.
Lauryn Hill. What was the doo-wop joint she did? Guys, you know you better.
It's called doo-wop.
That thing.
That thing.
That thing.
But hold on. We got to pause. You said
What?
Can't Tell Me Nothing by Kanye.
Yes.
Oh my! I'm just thinking about how amazing that song
when
is.
that hit, wait till I get my money right.
Oh my God!
The fucking sample in there.
That song is crazy. And real quick, just the song that I was missing, and these like I said, these are the simplistic songs where there's nothing really going on in the track. A Rebellion by Absol.
Okay.
It's on Control System. He says I think maybe three full sentences on this album the whole time, and he repeats them.
Okay.
But he flips it the way he flips it, or the way that he says it, he flips it. That, Mama's Gun, AD 2000, Erykah Badu.
All right.
And, yeah, those are the two that you really don't, there's really
he
not much.
had a record with Danny, what was that nigga name?
Danny Brown?
Danny Brown. Terroristic
Threats.
Yeah, that's
Terrorist
my
Threats.
shit. That
Yeah.
is my shit right there. That's solid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, but I'm always gonna vibe with that old school shit. Period.
Also, yeah, because I mean, me personally too, I would put something like "Hey Lover" in there, by
Damn.
by
You L.
by
Uncle
LL Cool
L.
J. And then what was the joint that we were listening to by Raphael Sadiq earlier?
I really love.
Yes.
I love you, Deja. I didn't know who Deja was. I had to ask that nigga who was Deja.
Yo. And if y'all don't know who Deja was, you just gotta watch Higher Learning. That was Tyra Banks' character. That song was made directly for that. That's who he was singing to. John Singleton
That's that
told him that
shit
he
right
had to
there.
write her name into the
That's all
out
I
song.
ask of you.
All
Great
I
marketing.
Ask of you. That's the name of the song. Oh my God.
God damn, that was it right there,
That
right?
song.
What happened to
my
Tevin
God.
Campbell? Why did you just come to my head?
Tevin Campbell was
Can
fired
we talk
too.
for a minute? Come
We
on,
got a
let's
mutual
talk.
friend that just loves Tevin Campbell.
For real?
I don't know why, but whenever they would put on their on their shuffle, Tevin Campbell would pop up every single time.
Tevin was that nigga.
Every single
Not
time.
gonna lie. You remember when Tevin was on Fresh Prince?
Oh yeah.
And he sung
yeah.
Ashley out her panties. Yep.
Yo, Fresh Prince was the shit.
Good times.
I was just watching the episode where Belle Biv DeVoe was on there.
Oh,
and
shit.
And him and
They was doing the
Jazz
music
was trying
video,
to keep
right?
getting in the video. Oh
That
man.
was wild, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, everybody, send us what your favorite track selection,
Yeah.
Send us, your favorite decades of music and stuff like that. We want to hear because like music for Infi and I is just it's something that we
It's
live and
timeless.
breathe.
It
Like
goes on
it's,
and on and on.
we love it regardless. Like anything. Like we love this new stuff too. Like we go back and forth like who she likes and who I like, and I like the people that are really, really ignorant, and I shouldn't like them. But
No, he don't like the ignorant shit because he be hating on Young Thug. We just had a whole
but I like
conversation.
Blueface. That's what I'm saying.
See, and then I can't believe you fucking disappoint me when you say that.
I don't understand it. I don't know why I don't like Thug, but I like Blueface. I don't know why I don't like Thug, but I like Tekashi. I don't know why.
Different
like,
understandings.
and
You can't.
that's-
No, you can't. You can't like Tekashi.
I love Tekashi. Like I like him more than anybody that's out than like young guys.
I'm done with this conversation with you.
Well, no, my
Tekashi
favorite
6ix9ine, bro.
My favorite young guy is probably Lil Baby.
Really?
Yeah, Lil Baby's my favorite.
I don't know. I'm gonna say right now, and I may take this back later, but my favorite young guy right now is Gunna. I like Gunna. I like his swag.
Okay. Well, Lil Baby and Gunna have a lot of music together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Gunna, I never really listened to him. I don't like that he sings. I don't.
Everything in it. Everybody sings, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody sings.
The way he sings though, he's really trying to like croon, like he be in it.
Everything in it. Yeah,
Cool.
like when it's.
Yeah, I'm
Hey. What?
I'm cool.
That's
I'm
my
cool.
guy.
You know what's crazy about these like these conversations? A lot of people will like really get angry over these types of things.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just
Heart body.
like people will literally go back and forth and debate like over their own personal. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
I mean, you can only. I feel like you can only debate the facts, right?
yeah,
You like what you like.
yeah,
We can go back and forth on it all day, but I'm still gonna like what the fuck I like.
exactly. This
Period.
whole thing is subjective.
City girls, period.
Whole
So,
thing is
you know what?
subjective.
Somebody told me that. Not even somebody. The big homie Kev. The big homie Kev. We were having a conversation as we do often about music and just creating music. We both create music, and he was like, "You know what, man? Music's so fucking subjective." And when he said that, it just like it struck a chord with me. I'm like, it is. Why the fuck do I give a fuck about who else likes what I like? It speaks to me differently. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Music speaks to me differently than it speaks to you. So I don't care.
Yeah.
Still gonna
And
rock
that's-
with it.
And that definitely should be how you feel because at the end of the day, like they not pushing, they not making it. They
True.
just there critiquing,
True.
you know. But yeah, and it you know, kind of like I was saying, like the way like you know, just people debate and debate and debate over own preference. Like, how you gonna
Ain't that
debate my
wild?
preference,
Yeah.
bro? And that's the type of shit like. I guess this kind of leads me to like my next point more so or like next topic I guess we kind of you know we're getting into it's just like just people being angry specifically I guess black people
Yeah.
right I think there's a lot of
What?
ways people look at us for certain things
Sounds like
and
a
understand.
stereotype to me. It smells like a stereotype to me.
And I believe it's wholly a stereotype
Angry
there's no
black
real
people
weight
specifically.
there's no real weight to it. You know what I mean? Like we're definitely a passionate group of people, and I think that's a big thing that might get you know misconstrued. You know to you know just the average eye or somebody that doesn't come from our background. You know what I mean? You go just think about it. You go to your family cookout or something like that, or barbecue, whatever it may be, and you see the way people talk and how active it is and how lively it is and how loud it is. But everybody's most of the time having a good time. Yeah, there might be a fight that breaks out. There might be two fights that break out.
Couple shots.
You know, a couple, you know, that type of thing. But, you know, it's the club. That's what it ends up being because there's so much alcohol floating around. It's just like going to the club or to the bar or something like that. You're going to see that out with anybody.
Right.
Doesn't matter what race at that moment when you're out at the club or the bar. There's so much liquor flowing. It's just that's what happens, unfortunately.
I mean, when you're talking about black culture, we obviously clearly do things differently. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's a difference. There's a little bit more flavor and swag
Yeah.
to the way that we present ourselves. You know what I'm saying? The way that we celebrate, the way that we get mad. I think that I really don't like the stereotype that black people are angry or there's angry black people, this angry black people stereotype. I can't get with it because if you really think about it and you break it down, we have a hell of a lot to be angry for or angry about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Just being black in America, you're condemned sometimes for that. And I'm going to say that over and over because that's what the fuck it is. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you be angry?
You know, it's crazy. Somebody.
Don't you have a right to be angry?
A friend of mine, we were having a conversation a couple nights ago about some things, and she's from a different country, but basically there's people that are there that are black, and basically the way that they talk about people there are a little bit different.
Okay.
But it's very similar to the way black people are in this country.
Okay.
Right? In certain things, in the way that people are treated and things like that. And she said something, and it's very, very reminiscent of, you know, the way some people here in America talk. And she said, I just wish they would get over it. I said, you said get over it? Who, like, you know, and her and I have really good conversations. So, and I know who she is, so I don't, you know, take offense to it or anything like that. Or, you know, I always take the opportunity, period, just in general, to find out where somebody's coming from.
Right.
Right. But the thing is, she's also an immigrant. So she, you know, in a sense, it's very similar in the way people probably look at her. She just doesn't know.
Right.
Right. You may expect something because you have a little bit of money or whatever it may be, and you don't see those types of things on a regular everyday basis.
But
there's
trust me, they
somebody
talking
else
about
there.
it.
They're
Yeah.
talking about you the same exact way.
Yeah.
I wish they would leave, or I wish they would, you know, whatever it may be.
Yep.
And that conversation is very reminiscent of the very similar to the conversation. Damn, fumbling over my words. Very similar to the conversation of, you know, like how we should get over slavery and we shouldn't reference it all the time and do all these types of things. But every 5 minutes, Hollywood is fucking greenlighting a new slave movie, but we should get over it. Right. But more importantly, the reason that this country and the way that the wealth gap is here is due to those types of things. Right. If we should get over it, you should give up your money.
Yep. Give it up.
Give it up.
Some of the money.
Put it back into, you know, the world so we can create jobs in these areas and actually make these.
Some of the money.
Cool with not even getting the money. Just put
some
it
of
into
it
the schools,
that's
put it into
being
the businesses.
made today is the money that was pretty much taken from, you know, our labor and the things that we've done to help build this country.
Yeah.
So if I should get over it, you should stop making money from it. You should stop benefiting from it.
Yeah.
If I should get over it.
Well, they don't make money from it anymore. They
No?
should give up.
You
No,
don't think so?
I don't think they make money from it anymore. I think they should give up the money that was made. I think they make money off of the money that was given before, yes. But in a sense, they don't make it off of, well, I guess if we're talking about prison pipeline system and all that stuff, that's slavery. But I'm talking about people that don't, you know, per se get into that type of world. You know, such as let me not reference anybody because I don't know what their business dealings are. But in a sense, they're not making money off of slavery anymore, as in the traditional sense of slavery. They're making money off of the money that was made, you know, such as investments and things like that, and being able to do those types of things. So yes, they are, but it's a little bit layered. Right.
I think they're also still making money off of the labor that was done back then. Like
how?
What about some of the railway systems? Didn't slaves help construct those? And
I know there was like a thing with prisoners where they would do those types of things.
So,
but I don't know about slaves per se.
Well,
I mean, and that's the thing where it's like it's a whole nother conversation that we could probably get into in a little bit more in depth. But regardless, we're saying the same thing, right? Either give up the money. Well, how do you feel about it? Do you think on the reparations side of things, how does that go? What do you want money, or do you want to put it back into?
Me personally, I just don't believe in reparations. I don't believe that it would ever happen.
This is a new point. Okay.
I don't believe that it can happen. I don't like how it's thrown around and sometimes use it for, you know,
political advantage.
Political advancement. Yeah, advantages. And yeah, that's just my take on it. I feel like in order.
Is it that you're just is your take on it more so based around?
Are we ever going to be even?
No. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't understand.
Are we ever going to genuinely, honestly be equal?
No. Because a human, like, you know, society and just the way that, you know, humanity is nowadays.
Because that's what reparations. That's what it is, right? That's saying here we're fair and square now.
No. I don't think that's.
No?
I don't think that's saying that we're even. I think what that's saying is, I think me personally, when I hear reparations to me is people acknowledging what was done in the money that was created, or the wealth that was created upon this, you know, work that people weren't actually, you know, being paid for, and those types of things. I think it's
right.
Just,
so
it's repairing.
So now we're
things.
squaring you guys off. Here's your fair start. Here's your, you know,
That's not your. That's not what that is.
Financial. You don't think so?
No, because that's not. I don't think it's a fair start. Because the same way with like Jewish people, getting reparations from Germany. It was never anything for a fair start. It was basically just a sorry, right, and a recognition. It wasn't more so like here's a fair start. It's a recognition of, what it is, a monetary recognition. That's all I look at it as.
Okay.
Reason being is because no, we're not going to be equal. Because literally, like, we fight amongst each other.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That light skin, dark skin shit, and white people do the same thing. They don't air their dirty laundry, or we don't. We're just not privy to those conversations because we're not a part of those communities. Right. So it's just certain things like that, and So are you what?
I don't believe in reparations because where is it coming from? Who's giving up that wealth?
Well, and that's the thing. It's like what I wanted to ask you though, is it that you're just skeptical of it? That's your issue with it? Or say if there was an actual plan that said, yes, like here it is, it's all planned out to get this and actually make it done.
Fuck.
Would you say no?
Hell nah. Shit.
Right.
If they cut the check and it came tomorrow, I'm cashing it and it clears, we're good. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm spending that money. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like we'll ever get there.
Oh, no. I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
How? Make it make sense for me. Explain to me how you're going to make this happen.
Yeah. And that's where, for me, like, the way I look at it is this, like, don't get me wrong. I would love the money. Reason being is, go ahead.
What do you even think that number would be? We're in the trillions, right?
I think it was more than that. I think it was like, it was up there. It was definitely in the trillions.
Where the fuck y'all getting this money from?
Who knows?
Exactly. Don't play me for a fucking fool.
Print it.
Nah, man. Shit. The dollar's already trash.
Yo, rent would be $8,000 a month. But I got it, bitch. Man. No, but I think one crazy thing about it is because like I said, I don't know how I feel about reparations either. If I got the check, I know that I would do exactly what I'm doing now. Mm-hmm. I will build this brand as much as I can and do other things to make sure that I'm reinvesting it in different ways to make more money back. Okay. I'm not just going to go out and blow it. I am going to buy something nice. Mm-hmm. Probably a place, like a house or something like that. But I would do those types of things. But more importantly, the way I think about it is whatever this estimated number is, mm-hmm. put it into the public schools, put it into the communities and build better, housing and, go through and like refix people's houses or pay off people's houses. Mm-hmm. Like do those types of things, you know, to where people don't have to worry about a mortgage and maybe they just have to worry about, taxes and things like that, and pay off people's auto loans, like pay off people's student loans, like everybody, like, or if you did ever
we could do that all now still without reparations. We just need to buy within our own community, spend our money within our own community.
We can, but it's also our money still being used. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, forgive those types of things that we've signed up for, such as like those types of things, even like student loans, because even for people that paid them back, not just pay off student loans that are still out there and, still, not paid all the way through. Pay back the people that put all that money out, man, that actually have paid off their student loans as well. But I don't know, like, those are the type of thing, I guess, like, when somebody says that, there's, like, it's so much deeper. It's so deep, like, that pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality and stuff like that. And I heard somebody, I can't remember, I think it was a comedian, I think it was D.L. Hughley. He was like, how the hell you going to tell me to pull up my bootstraps when I ain't got no boots?
That's deep.
I was like,
I ain't had no boots to start off with, so what you talking about? I feel like motherfuckers had a memory lapse. Like y'all want to forget this shit. You literally want to rewrite history and change it and act like the shit never happened.
Yeah.
We won't. So that goes back to, maybe motherfucking black people are angry sometimes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Because guess what?
We've earned the right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, understand it first. At least be at a point where you're going to understand where this anger is coming from. There's a lot of trauma, I'll say that again, in the black community. There's a lot of things that we need to be angry about. You know what I'm saying? Watching, oh my God, do you watch Snowfall?
I watched a few episodes.
I love that fucking show. We were
Somebody
just
was
talking
telling me
about
it's
this.
really, really good.
I love that show because it gives you a perspective of like how America kind of criminalize sick black people, black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? Like they make these they make these drug dealers look like thugs, just like no good, rotten fucking thugs all the time.
Like they do it on purpose.
And these crackheads look like crazy, just, you know what I'm saying, insane, drugged up people.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all don't know, like y'all don't know how much, you know, involvement the U.S. government had in that whole process, and then seeing how it all played out, seeing these people being sick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Using like it's when the crack epidemic first hit, you know what I'm saying? Like in this show, the show simplifies it as, yo, I'm just chilling with my homie at a party, and we get into some, yo, y'all want to try some, you know, y'all want to smoke this?
Yeah.
As simple as that, and it changed your whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know how, like, people don't realize how deep that was and how that started and where that began. And you put all the blame on, you know, these black communities and these black neighborhoods, and we didn't get this shit out of thin air. Who's? I was just talking to somebody at work about this, and they were like, somebody said, we didn't even have we don't have boats. How did we get this into the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he said the same thing in Boys in the Hood. He was like, when he was like talking to Trey and Ricky outside of the gentrification sign, and he was like, we got to keep everything black owned, black business, black dollars. And then he was like, yeah. He's like, how do you think the crack rock get in the community? We ain't got no boats to float that shit in here.
Right.
We ain't got no planes to fly that shit in here.
Right. Think about it though. But think about it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's weird because, like, you know, all these things are, you know, it's just a trickle down effect. You know what I mean? These communities are poor because of just, you know, just messed up things such as red line. Like, things have been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, literally, these people that were coming here to LA, I think it's called the Gold Rush. And it might not be that one that brought all the people from like Louisiana and things like that here. I can't remember what that migration's called. I don't want to call it the Gold Rush. But a lot of people from Louisiana came here.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved to Los Angeles or California and Los Angeles specifically, and basically set roots here. And in that process, these people just basically came here, but they were uneducated. They didn't really have much, things like that. So reason being is because of slavery. They came here, tried to start their own. They did well. They did well for a while. Then they started changing things and, you know, redlining and, oh, now you can't buy a house and you got to rent and all these types of things. And it's even very reminiscent of today. Reason being, it's connected to today, right? Gentrification, the only reason gentrification is possible is due to redlining, right? Where they wouldn't allow black people to actually purchase homes, right? So now in a situation, if you couldn't purchase a home, now if you're renting, they can literally say, all right, well, you got to go. You got to go. We're done. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And then they'll build that land up and gentrify it and raise the rent 2 to 3 times than what it was prior. So those are the types of things where everything is just like a trickle down effect.
Also, the Black Wall Street. You ever heard about that situation?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yes. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I just recently, within, you know, the past year or so, started learning more about that. And that shit's wild.
Yeah.
It was a massacre.
Yeah.
Like, they bombed this community.
Yeah.
It was a flourishing black community.
Yep.
Like, what? Yes, nigga. Sometimes I'm angry.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I can make you even more angry. There was a community very similar in North Carolina that this same thing happened. There was another community in Philadelphia as well. I can't remember the one in North Carolina, Unfortunately, I can't remember it right now. I'm just like fucking drained. But there's another one in Philadelphia. It was called the Move Movement. And they bombed them. And those were kids, women and children in that situation. But yeah, check. There's a couple other situations. They ain't just Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a lot. I mean, it's good. Let's get these conversations out there so people can see. There's a Black Wall Street movie coming out soon, or a documentary, something like that.
On Tulsa, right?
Yeah. Black Wall Street and everything. So, but yeah, like a lot of these things, man. We have all the right to be angry. Yes, I don't attempt to be angry at people, just to be angry for no reason. But if I want to, I can. Like, don't tell me I'm wrong.
Right.
I deal with a lot of things on a day-to-day basis, as others do,
right.
from the same background as me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. It's just, it's different. It's different out here. I don't know. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I'll be angry to whoever.
No, I don't really care.
I don't care what you got to say. Me, period.
I don't give a fuck about you feeling like I'm just another stereotype.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do what I want.
Yeah. I don't care if you don't care to understand where that's coming from. Right?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who has the capacity to understand, you know what I'm saying, and not just judge.
For sure.
If you don't know where it's coming from, fuck you. Then I'll just appear angry to you.
Yeah.
If you want to have some type of understanding, then that's what's up. We'll go down that road.
Yeah.
And like I said, yeah, I'm gonna be angry sometimes. Deal with it. But yeah, so like I said,
fuck them.
Pretty much, that's the vibe. That's pretty much the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Until you choose to understand, until there's some type of mutual, understanding, fuck it. I'm just going to appear to be an angry bitch to you. An angry black bitch. That's me. You know what I mean? And on that note, with that being said,
I love all of you, okay? I love all of you angry people.
I love.
Just know that.
I don't know about all of you. I love. But
you just I love.
Yeah. I love. That's it.
Oh shit. All right. Well, this is basically no, it is. It has been.
It has been.
It's been another amazing episode of the Unsolicited Culture Podcast.
This nigga tired.
I am tired.
He's
man.
sleepy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you
just
been doing weird shit all night. I wish that I could have captured. Well, I did capture some of it, and I might drop it too. You
I don't care. Put it out. I don't give a fuck.
Tired.
I don't care.
Sleep.
Like for real. Just to let you guys know a little something. If you've got this far, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate you guys. Anybody that's listening.
Yeah.
Checking us out on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week bi-weekly basis. I know for me, our podcasts are about an hour or so long. We get into that range, hour and 20. And that's a lot of time out of your guys' day. So I really, really appreciate it. And, it's I don't even know what the word is because I'm just I'm just out of it right now.
Thank you, niggas.
Yeah, thank you
for the support. Shit.
Thank you for listening all the way through. I want to give you a little something. I was falling asleep on this episode as we were talking. So if you got this far, that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm falling asleep on the mic. I'm so tired.
Yo, somebody come tell this nigga good night, man.
I don't even know if I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Ah, damn. What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm tired, man.
Ah, man.
I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna just go straight to the crib and I'm gonna just sleep.
It's a lot of hard work going on. And this right here is fucking dedication. We want to make sure that we get these episodes out to you guys, regardless of what we have going on. We appreciate the following that much. It's been growing. Thank you, all of you that's been rocking with us, supporting us, interacting with us. I can't thank you guys enough. You know what I'm saying? So even in fucking tired, exhaustion, we came through to make sure we hit you guys with another episode of Unsolicited Culture.
And I'm the tired one. All right, guys, we out of here. Just make sure, once again, you like, follow, subscribe to any of our pages that are available. If you're feeling any of the topics on the podcast, please send it out to your friends. Please post about it. Any of that is all greatly appreciated. Once again, it's the Unsolicited Culture Podcast. Follow us at Unsolicited Culture on Instagram. And that's basically it. We out of here.
I also wait.
Okay.
I also want to make mention of something that one of your homies said. It is free as fuck to share this shit. So share it. You know what I'm saying?
It is free as fuck.
That won't cost your ass nothing, I swear.
That is some dope shit.
You know what I'm saying?
First off,
super free.
You people know other people. I need those 6 degrees of separation. I need that opportunity to get in somebody else's ear. All right? So if y'all could do that for us, it'd be greatly appreciated.
It's been another one. It's been real. We back at y'all week after next Saturday with episode 7. Again, follow, like, comment, subscribe, share that shit. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And we out this bitch.
Peace.
Peace.